Right, so we need to redo the fight we had on the end of the last episode. We had someone die. Tactically, the change I'm going to make is... let's do this. Let's start... wait, hang on, who's got the more... they've actually got the same amount of fatigue, these lads. So here's what we do. We'll start Banana Fint in that position this time. And Alex Nesterov... I want to have another rotation option on the back line, which we don't actually have with Alex Nesterov. Swing in a semicircle, swing in a semicircle. Okay, so here's the only change we're going to make. It's going to hurt his fatigue, but we'll start him with the long axe to attack from the back line. And if any of these three get in trouble, he can switch out and then go to infamous shield breaker. The problem is I don't have that same luxury with Alex Nesterov. But if need be, Alex Nesterov can then just get swapped out by one of the injured lads. And then just tank up behind his shield if he has to. Right, good luck, lads. It's night time. Let's wait until daytime so I can have both of my ranged lads not having the range disadvantage of nighttime. Yeah. Nighttime, still nighttime. I could pull them into the forest, which actually suits us. Let's do that. Fighting orcs in the forest suits us. If the terrain actually ends up suiting us, which it doesn't. Alright, worth a try. That brush could be useful. Not really. Okay, let's wait. And Nobel 2, 68% chances. I think take the one aim shot. Because Nobel obviously doesn't have... he doesn't have bow mastery. He's just a thrower. Do I need to Indomitable? We already know that these berserkers act before them. Can they move in? I don't think they can move and jump in. I have to remember for Nixus to start the combat with his crossbow out. 87. Just unlucky on the headshot there. Oh wait, hang on, I'll update the stream title here. Let's see, English. Veteran and expert difficulty. Damage. Incorporated. Trading. Caravan. 898 days in, I think. Let's hunt a Kraken. So I want to finish up with this greenskin fight, and then we need to go hunting for an unhold. Battle Brothers. And then we need to go hand in the unhold skins, and then we see how things go. Battle Brothers. Done. Updated. I think I want to whip and then indom. The whole front line has to indom. 72% chance with a bow, or should I... I'm going to switch to throwing weapons. 80%. More accurate. And now that hit the head, so we lost our stack. Oh, unlucky. Okay, so he could actually reach. I should have known that. As long as everybody in the front line now uses Indom. Unlucky missed there, but he should be bleeding enough. I reckon he should die. Oh, I should have attacked the Berserker. Fail. We can wait. These lads can't jump in and stun. That's why I like the throwing build. But then again, I really wish it was a polearm user instead. Hold the line, lads. Shield is ruining us. These green skins are normally so easy to hit. Tempting to step in, but no. If I go here, then Alex Nesterov will only ever be in contact with one of these orcs. I think I'm going to do that. Good hits. Good hits. Fuck yours. Evening. Ooh, cut arm sinew. Excellent. Probably the best injury you can inflict with a bladed weapon, I think. Does he have his shield up? He does not. So let's see. Okay, so looking at orc armor, the whole point of this throwing lad, and to try to get through armor. And in 2 throws, we did 10 armor damage and 10 hit point damage and 7 hit point damage. So the extra armor piercing from Duelist, not that worth it at the highest armor values. You really see the value of it when you're attacking like a raider or something. I think, so what would have been better? Let's see, the male is hit for 64 damage, male hit for 59 damage. So in total we did 113 armor damage and 23 hit point damage. So 120 armor damage. And it's actually, those 2 javelin throws have been about the same as 1 strike with a bullhook. I mean, throwing specialists certainly have their place, but I can't see myself building one again. Ooh, yes, try poison the warlord if we can. Focus down the warlord so he doesn't get the chance to scream at us all the time. 95, 82. Oh, I attacked the 82% guy. He had slightly less armor, that was why. Good dodging, boys. Problem is we are going to run out of puff to be able to keep on using Indom. Okay, it's time we stop using Indom now, I think. $95, 73. Yes, okay, now that right there, that's the beauty of the armor piercing throwing weapon build. Is the morale break. Let's see, so Orc Warrior's looted kettle hat, that was a headshot, 54 damage. Orc Warrior's head is hit for 34 damage. And that broke his morale. So that 34 damage is the base damage plus the 50% modifier for head damage. 82, 78. Yeah, a throwing specialist is one of the very few builds that I would actually bother giving Headhunter to. Okay, cool, he's poisoned. 95. Awesome, 2 lads poisoned. Totally worth. Now our lines are going to start breaking apart, but that isn't that bad now. Because both of my ranged lads have fancy feet, so they can just move away. That's just a straight slog. Just going to rely on our armor at this point. Actually, I probably should have reduced recover on a bunch of these lads. Okay, we need to get the banner out. Great hit. Great decapitation, Banana Fint. Well done, my man. At this point, is he actually not better off going for his great axe and getting stuck in? Let's raise the morale of the lads. The thing is now at this point I could arguably start using recover on my whole front line to get their fatigue back. I feel like we're so close to breaking their morale. I'm rather going to attack. Can one of you lads still attack? Yes, wait until the armor is all gone. Great damage. Oh, big damage. See, this went so much better just by making one little tactical change, by having the actual having Nestorov and Bananafant in a support position. And the mistake we made in the last episode was just because Bananafant is so good at going toe-to-toe doesn't mean tactically you should start the battle that way. Because then, in the last fight, when Pumilas got into trouble, there was no one to rotate him out. Pretty basic stuff, really, but I keep making those mistakes because I'm bad. Well done, lads. Well done. Very well. We'll take you to Donnerstad. I believe when this merchant asks you to take him back, you only get 150 gold for it, but you get a reputation boost, which is particularly important for us. I mean, before this mission, Donnerstad was aggro, so that has just now improved our relations with Donnerstad. And hopefully this will give us an unhold mission when after we hand this in. This unhold is exactly what we need. Successful hunt indeed. Let's head back to Donnerstad. Hopefully get them to pay us to fight some unholds. $270 for tools. You find Bananafant sitting by himself outside the camp as the jeers and cheers of the men around the campfire crackle behind you. You approach the man and ask what he's sulking for. He shrugs. What's sulking, sir? Just thinking. Thought, though I suppose one could be easily mistaken for the other. Chuckling, he offers a bit of his drink, which you take. Settling down beside him, you ask what it is he is thinking about. The disowned nobleman shrugs again. Nothing really. Just thinking about home. It's a long ways away from it now, and the last I remember of it isn't exactly the best. Yet I still find myself wishing to be there now and again. Homesick for a land that thinks me a sort of noble sickness. Go figure. You handed back his drink as he probably needs it more than you. While you're still clear-headed, you try and speak your mind. What would I say? I would say, fuck your old home. You're with us now. You speak. Where you're from is a house, not a home. You yearn for a different place in a different time. When you're in this place, right here, right now. The damaged ink looks after you, and you it, and only together will we persevere. The man stares into his drink for a time. He chuckles, sips, and wipes the froth away. Yeah, I suppose that's one way to look at it. Thank you, Captain. Bananafant gains resolve, and he gets in good spirit. Anytime, Bananafant. You're welcome. Ooh! Videgangers and armored Videgangers. That's just a big old... It's just a big group of walking XP, that. Let's go chop it up. Who's the lowest level here? Coman is our backup bannerman. I suppose, yeah, the archers are level 18 and other respectively. Sinri could do with it. And just a sprained ankle is fine. He can go in with a sprained ankle. Let's chop these zombies up. On the plains, it's easier. So I did say we were going to go after Unhold specifically, but I'm not going to pass up such a big group of XP. We'll let Sinrig move as far forward as he can, and everybody else will just match him. I expect him only able to move 1 or 2 squares forward, maybe 2. And there you go. That's it. Man, I can't believe I was stupid enough to sell my bloody war scythes. I regret that so much. I really shouldn't have sold my war scythes. I don't know what I was thinking. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should actually get that Bring Out Your Dead clip. Add it to the soundboard. Bring out your dead. Thunk. Oh, I can't take him like that. He's not dead. I'm not dead. I'm getting better. No, you're not. You'll be stone dead in a minute. I'm not. I feel happy. Look, you're not fooling anyone, you know that. Oh, do us a favour. Thunk. Oh, thanks very much. Oh, not at all. We're in on Thursday? Alright, lovely. It's been too long since I've watched the Search for the Holy Grail. Best movie ever made. I shall brook no argument on that. Gone with the Wind, Casablanca, these type of things. They're all okay movies, but they don't hold the candle to Quest of the Holy Grail. I mean, for goodness sake, how many other movies have Swedish subtitles describing your cousin getting bitten by a moose? I rest my case. Jurassic Park is a fucking classic movie. And Jurassic Park was so meme-worthy as well. The sunglasses off meme. It's got also, you have to rate the Goldblum level as 10 out of 10 Goldblums. It's got a very high Goldblum quotient, which helps for great movies. But now for real though, it's got to be Quest of the Holy Grail. You know what I also surprisingly really love as one of my favorite movies is the remake of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I really enjoyed that. Bill Nye as Slotty Bartfast was just amazing. Gangs of New York, I love that movie. A lot of people already panned Cameron Diaz in it, but I love Cameron Diaz. I'll never say she's a great actress, but I'm never bummed out when she's on screen. She's always fucking gorgeous. I never forget seeing her the first time in The Mask. Oh! Back when she was, you know, not a stick insect like she is now. Saving Private Ryan, amazing movie. Loved it. 95. Rolled 98. Brilliant. Feels like playing Mordheim again. Rolling high 90s. That axe that we have for Bananafant is doing work. We bought this in the last episode. Infamous Shield Breaker. Look at that base damage. 98 to 120. It's more than a great sword. Everything else is pretty much base numbers. It's got extra armor effectiveness. Great weapon. Hold the line, boys. Don't move. Oof. So is the Mordheim tabletop kind of like Blood Bowl, where you gotta physically roll dice? Lord. That's far worse. Well, do you have a number counter on the table or something? Good damage. great damage. I think we all love Mordheim. It's got a very special place in my heart, but it's not a balanced game by any account. It's a great game, but balanced it ain't. I think it takes a certain kind of personality to really enjoy and accept such RNG heavy games. You ever gotten to aging in Battle Brothers? I did once in an offline campaign with one of my retired soldiers, but obviously it procs so much sooner with the retired soldiers, so it's kind of unsurprising. Gotten to Blood Bowl, aging in Blood Bowl? No. What is aging? So if a player gets old, like after a certain, well, he gets a debuff. Let me guess. I still need to play some more Blood Bowl just for playing it to get more achievements. I still need the raise a player to level 7, raise a team to kill 5 people, have 500,000 in treasury, get all the achievements, and then there's one other one. I recently got the Horned Rat and Dodgy Dwarf achievements, so I think I need 7 more achievements for Blood Bowl. Maybe that's the plan. Finish the achievements for Blood Bowl, never play it again. Hit points look fine. Let's go fatigue, and as a polearm user, I think if I take +3 on resolve, it'll be 50, and then I can leave the resolve. 52. Okay, good. Right, where's MK? So MK is built similarly to Alex Nesterov. Nesterov really needs extra inventory space as a polearm lad. But let's just take Killing Frenzy now already. But hang on, so he's gonna need, in this build, I'm gonna have to sacrifice on one of these skills, because the light build only has Nimble, whereas the heavy build needs Brawny and Battleforged, and I had to take Fortified Mind. Although in MK, the difference here with Alex Nesterov is he probably didn't need Gifted, so we're already taking Fortified Mind instead of Fast Adaptation. So in this setup, instead of Nimble, we can take Battleforged. So let's see, 9, 10, and then 20. We've got 4 perks left. 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have Quick Hands. I think I'm going to have to sacrifice Quick Hands, especially because he's a heavy armor using polearm user, so therefore the utility of being able to start with a crossbow and then switch is not that great, because he's wearing a helmet that ruins his vision. But only by 1. I don't think we give up on Killing Frenzy. Killing Frenzy is too important when we get that War Scythe. Let's go Killing Frenzy. Okay, Killing Frenzy at 9. Battleforged at 10, and then at 11 we take Rotation and Bags and Belts. Can we sacrifice Bags and Bolts? Bags and Belts. I like Bags and Belts on all my backline characters. It's just so important to carry bandages and poison and whatnot. Frenzy. So, Alex Nesterov needs 2 more level ups, and he's level 11. But we mustn't forget, we either need to replace Pumulus, or we need to craft a Potion of Forgetfulness. Ain't poison good since it's not a one-shot game? Poison is good. And like here on Horst, he typically carries poison. Maybe some extra throwing weapons. My dudes do actually do a fair amount of one-shotting, depending on the enemy. Yeah, but then again, Battle Brothers is not really much of a one-shot game. Pay us more. Hunt down what terrorizes. Fine. Fine. Damn, so we just missed that contract for the unhold. Pity. Go ahead and sell this detritus, clogging up the inventory. I think for this unhold fight, I might switch the front line to one-handed weapons. Because as nice as the two-handed weapons are, you are never going to injure an unhold, even with a two-handed weapon. So might as well get the extra defense. Let's see how this one goes. Typically I tend to fight unholds with my two-handed weapons. Let's do it with one-handers and see how it compares. I'm one heater shield short. Typical. Poison is pretty good against unhold. Let's do that. Dagger we won't need. And these lads can start with the whip. The whip is pretty damn good against unhold actually. Okay. We're not fighting unhold. Why am I thinking of unhold? Because I have a bad brain, that's why. We're actually fighting direwolves. I feel like Simple Jack sometimes. I got a good brain. I do. Give us Simple Jack. Now we ask for 1 million. Somebody, I don't know what kind of Pan-Pacific bullshit power play you're trying to pull here. Asia Pacific is my territory, Jack. We'll have to get the UN to make a binding resolution to stop me from fucking you up. Speaking of great movies, Tropic Thunder. That is up there with the list of greats. I'm just a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. What do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people? Why is it so fucking funny? I'm losing my mind. The delicate thread of my mind unraveling already. Sake. Ooh, interesting. Raiders with wolf armor. We haven't fought these in a while. Let's just back it up so they can't use that high ground. But then again, how likely are we to hit them? That fuck it. We should have high enough accuracy. We should have 70-80% chances to hit them there. We don't take a step back for anybody. Let's wait until these shots get taken. Oh, almost one shot him. That was a body shot. Mustn't forget to use my obsidian dagger to kill nerds so I can raise zombies. Raise a loyal horde of zombies. Yes. I think I should actually, Evening Griff, get more into the habit of just using Indom as a matter of course. Just for the economic effect of it. Because damage reduced is money saved. Sanducci, let me talk at you, man. I ain't really got a piss. I'm trying to talk at you. Can you read a map? Okay, I promise I'll stop with the Tropic Thunder quotes. Damn it. The glowy eyes is a mod which helps you see who has Battle Frenzy, Killing Frenzy active. This is useful for ordering your men, or in which order you use them, because you might want to have the Battle Frenzy lad go. I should have used Indom there. I'm not in the habit of using Indom. I should be. If you're curious about the mods, use !BB mods, and it'll give you a link. Ooh, good dodge. Good dodge. Exiled Pariah. Exiled Pariah's in the Matrix, apparently. Damn it, shields are one weakness. Easy money. We don't, and I think we're so far into the campaign. These pieces of armor are just useless. We can just sell them. Tools here are too expensive. We'll take the food and the extra bandages. Alright, so we are unhold hunting now, but I want to keep doing missions because we need to keep getting the money coming in. Defend Ravistad from raiding parties. I'm going to think, because that could quite easily turn out to be goblins, which are just such a bummer to fight. Ooh, Hexen trophy necklace. I've never made one of those before. That's new. Is that going to be +5 resolve? If the Alp trophy is +5, then the Hexen trophy is going to be how much resolve? Interesting. Very interesting. 6. Okay, that's cool to know. Bone plating we don't need. Heavy wardog armor we can't use that. Lindworm scale we have plenty. Second wind potion, I should craft a bunch of those. That's what I need. But as ever, getting our hands on Hexen. Well, actually, I mean, based on our fight that we had in the witch hut, we now can feel like we can pretty confidently fight against witches anytime, because we know exactly what we need. Determined. Oh, it's such a pity he didn't have better stat distribution. Drunk, no. Okay, so what do we have here? We have Jerts of the Ancestors, 8.6%. Tribal Warriors Camp, 49%. Does this count? Which one is the Barbarian city? Barbarians have flocked to this place and set up camp around a site of worship. A lot of fierce northern warriors are lucky to be found here. 49%. I think that is the Barbarian city. Altar of the Ancestors. Flocked this place, set up a camp. Flocked this place and set up a camp. It's all the same description. Anyway, I've been meaning to come clear out these necromancer layers and get my polearm user to level 11. He needs all that fatigue. Orc City, 55%. Goblins will stay the fuck away from that. I tell you what, how many? Let's see, 2 more battles. Let's go clear out 2 of those necromancer layers. I'm quickly going to see if we can't get a patrol mission. But if not, let's just head up there and go clear out those necromancer layers. Alps, get him. Fucking get him. We need that crafting material. Give me you bastards. So, Stobbie's Guide to Fighting Alps. First, wait with all your lads, let the Alps move in. You don't want to attack now already, because then it'll teleport all of them into range, and they'll then start sleeping you on turn 1. Wait, let them all come to you. Hold, boys, hold. Wait, where are they? Why aren't they? Wait, what? Are we wasting our... I wish I could see further into the turn. Okay, never mind. Try and focus on one Alp at a time, if you can. Don't release dogs, because it'll push the Alps back, which you don't want. 1 down, 13 to go. No! 2 down, 12 to go. Who's got low? All have the same. 11 to go. Problem is we have a lot of lads put to sleep now. We are gonna need to rotate. Actually, wait. This lad, 51% chance. 59%. Misses both. I actually don't know if holy water affects Alps. I assume it does. First things first, wake people up. Oof, good damage. If no one's in range, just wait. The key thing is to not move forward. As soon as you start moving forward at the Alps, you give them a tremendous advantage. Because at that point, they can just keep teleporting away from you, and you have to keep spending action points on moving forward towards them, rather than spending those action points on attacking them. Alex, one-shot Nestorov, hell yeah. 6 left. Keep whipping, boys. Raise morale, because why not? So hopefully we'll get a lot of crafting materials. And speaking of crafting materials, I feel like my next warband might be Beast Hunter background, unless the DLC introduces a new interesting background I want to try. Because I feel like a big thing in Battle Brothers, especially late game Battle Brothers, and even more so with the extra craftable materials and items in the DLC, a big part of late game Battle Brothers, very important, is crafting things. So if the background, it's, I mean, like, let's say fighting Unhold, for example, or who's asleep here? Fighting Lindworm is such a big risk, and fighting Hexen is such a big risk. If you get extra reward out of it, like extra crafting materials, you have to fight them less often. I feel like the introduction of whips into the game overall made the game a lot easier. Just because of the amount of tactical options you now have against Geists and against these things. Not complaining, by the way, I think it needed to happen. Get him, lads. Awesome. Okay, so 14 of them fairly easily killed, and we got loads of parched skin. And third eye. Cool. Parched skin is a great crafting material. Where was the... There's a taxidermist. Okay. Any level ups? Nope. I feel like we've made nice progress this episode. couple level ups on Nesterov. He'll be level 11 soon. Sinrig is back in the fight. I think I like Sinrig operating the way he is. Let's give him a long axe and a great axe. And look, he still has 78 fatigue. Excellent. Rotation. Rotation. Okay, good. So it's really only Elstier who doesn't have rotation support in this formation. One more battle, then I can train Alex Nesterov. In that case, it's probably worth doing one more battle, hanging around here, training him up, and then we head off north. Head up north. We should also think about continually hitting this city with this Fletcher. Because if we get super lucky, we might be able to get our hands on a named bow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Legendary bows is pretty much the last piece of the legendary items puzzle. Never mind the fact that we need to get our hands on a legendary shield after we had like 6 of them, but they all got destroyed. Bloody legendary shields. Right, we need a fight. Let's clear out goblins, no thanks. Barbarians, 8% chance, maybe. Let's go check out the Whispering Fortress. If there is Ancient Honor Guard there, maybe we can get our hands on a war scythe. Eventually we're going to need 3 war scythes. Auxiliaries, legionaries, only 1 honor guard, and a priest. But 51% chance, that's exceptionally doable. That's very doable. Now, we need to go for the tactics we used a couple episodes ago for clearing out this enemy type, which is 4 lads up front with shields, and then you have other lads running around the side finishing off. Let's go, so these 2, let's go like that, 2 groups of 3, so that's a flanking, and then these 4 in the middle then are shield users who will hold the enemy nerds in place. Doomsday got loads of cool helms. I forget which one's the best. I know, well, the best one is the Emperor's Countenance, which we got from clearing out the Goblin City. A golden helmet and face mask showing the visage of an emperor from an age long past, imbued with mystical energies. When you hold it into the light, it almost looks as if the face were moving and making expressions of disgust. 400 armor for 20 maximum fatigue. Reflects 25% of damage taken in melee back to the attacker. And then once we're able to clear out the Black Monolith, you will get the Emperor's body armor. But I don't want to take on the Black Monolith until Alex Nesterov is like level 15, and I have a replacement, a heavy armor replacement for MK. Because MK, it doesn't have the defense and the survivability. 315 HP. Maybe we can try once we have war scythes. Because one thing we are good at is dealing with large amassed numbers of enemies with all of our two-handed weapons. Nobel? No, we won't take Nobel in. We'll take in MK for this fight. Because Bullhook, better than throwing weapon. Not yet, Southell. I need one more unhold skin, then we can go hand in this unhold skins. But I don't want to just run around the map waiting to run into an unhold. We'll run out of money, so I'm continuously taking jobs. And in any case, these places need to get cleared out for the XP, and the chances of running into some unholds in the north is pretty good. Okay, YouTube folks, take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be clearing out the Whispering Fortress. Sunken into the ground, this castle has been long abandoned, only to give refuge to much darker creatures. You say castle sunk into a swamp? Everyone told me I were daft to build me castle here. So I built another one, and it sank into the swamp. So I built another castle, and it also sank into the swamp.